Hi, my dear friends. Today we'll be discussing about sinusitis and the function of yoga in sinusitis. In management of sinusitis, yoga can be very beneficial. So we'll be talking about yoga in sinusitis. And myself, Dr. Dhakeswar-Professor. I'm a professor and head of ENT Jenims, which is situated in Imphal. It's Jain Institute of Medical Sciences. It is in Manipur State in India. And I'm also giving my email ID here. If you have any queries, kindly write to my email ID, then I will get back to you. Thank you very much. So today, what are we going to discuss about yoga in the management of sinusitis? Yoga is a form of exercise which helps in body blood circulation and opening out the breathing pathways are the main points which we will be talking about, because sinus as such affects our nose, then throat, and mainly nose problems and headache. They are the main problems that a person will be facing. And we have two types of sinusitis. One is acute sinusitis, where patient will have fever and infection and a headache. But some other cases where you will have some nose problems along with posterior nasal drips and a frequent nose problems. So this is the chronic form of sinusitis, which may be associated with some headache occasionally. So in all these forms of sinusitis, yoga can help quite a lot. Now the question is, what does exercise do in case of sinusitis? Exercise has got some values, like say the opening of the nose congestion. That's blockage of the nose can be opened by exercise, because it relieves, it gives lots of hormones, releases a lot of hormone from inside our body, which helps in removing or relieving the blockage of the nose. Next is, after exercise, you will have a sense of well-being because of some hormones which are produced during the time of exercise. Another one is with some endorphins which are given away or released from inside our body, some endocrinal hormones. This will lead to the sense of well-being plus the ability to withstand pain, or pain will not be felt, some sort of analgesic effects. So yoga, I have read a lot of literature on yoga, and many yoga proponents, they are of the opinion that yoga can help in sinusitis. And they have even prescribed some asanas and a particular pranayama forms which are helpful in the yoga for management of sinusitis. But in my experience, in my study, when I prescribe these asanas to my patients, the benefit of particular asana is not much profound or that much significant. So I would like to express yoga as a form of exercise which can have the general benefit, at the same time relieving of the nose blockage and the congestion in the head and the pain and the fever and all the body aches can be removed with the help of these exercises. So I have used my advice to many of my patients, and they have some relief from sinuses, and many of them have a lot of relief, and they have even stopped taking medicines. So let us see how it can help you. So first, for every exercise form, especially yoga, you need to do some warming up. So how to do a warming up? First, you can do some jogging or say running. Jogging usually about 15 to 20 minutes is advisable, and running for about say 5 to 10 to 15 minutes. And especially at this time of the year when there are a lot of say coldness, in the temperature is going down up to 5 to 7 in our place, and in some places colder than us. it may be around 0 or even below 0. So in such situations, you don't have a proper recommendation for exercise in the outside, especially when you are having sinus problems. So it is best to do it in indoors, and you can do just some jogging and running in the close quarters. At the same time, you can do some stretching, and stretching also will be good enough if you do it at home. And some of the stretches you can see here also in the picture, and whatever stretch you want to do, like say for example bending down, then putting your weight on one leg, then alternating on the other side, and say moving around with your hand, and lot of say flexible exercises around the waist and around the shoulder and neck, and everything can be done. Now another one is squatting. Squatting is a very important exercise, and what I would like to recommend is that you can do about 10 to 30 squats for 3 repetitions minimum. Then you can do some push-ups. Push-ups can be about 10 to 30 according to your capacity, and in 3 repetitions, having some gaps in between. So especially when you are indoors, and if you are doing the exercise to warm up, you can do some stretching, then squatting and push-ups combined, and that can be from 10 to 15 minutes in a closed environment, especially in the room, especially in this cold weather. It can be beneficial. It will start already opening up your nose, and some secretions coming out, and that can just be warming up for the yoga exercise. So here also I will be telling some yoga asanas. Kindly give your attention and let us go through the yoga asanas. Here I will be showing you some Surya Namaskar, 12 steps of the Surya Namaskar, and 7 more asanas. Here I have done a little modification. Like Surya Namaskar, you have to do one step after another in a rapid succession. But in my case, I would advise you to follow one particular step and keep your breathing slowly, inhalation and exhalation, minimum for 1 minute in that posture. Okay, so let us start the yoga asana. First one is pranama asana, just like doing pranam, okay, holding hands and standing erect with both your legs a little wide apart at the size of your shoulder width. After that, you can put up your hand upwards, that is Hasta Uttasana. After that, bending down, you can come to the Hasta Padasana, where you have to bend yourself and trying to keep your legs as straight as possible, and coming down and touching your legs. Now this is Ashwa Sanchalasana. Here you have to put your hands on both sides of your body, especially by the side of the leg, and with another leg going behind. Okay. Now this is Dandasana, or a stick pose. Here both your legs should be together and arms by the side. And this is called Ashtanga Namaskara. Ashtanga Namaskara, here your feet, your knee, or sometimes your hip, along with both your hands and your shoulder and your chin all should be touching the floor, and you have to maintain like that. This is Bhujangasana, or cobra pose, where you have to flex your body like this. Okay. Now this is Bhujangasana. Okay. Now this is your Adho Mukha Swasana. Adho Mukha Swasana, here you can see this is also called downward facing dog pose. Adho Mukha Swasana. Both your hands are wide apart and feet a little apart, and bending at the middle part of your body, bending like this. Okay. Next, the repetition of the earlier posture, that is Ashwa Sanchalasana. You try to inhale and exhale slowly and maintaining the posture minimum for about 1 minute. I am just showing this, and I am passing it quickly so that I won't take much time. This Hasta Padasana, the same thing which we have done earlier, is being repeated. And after this is the 10th step, then this is the 11th step, this is the Hasta Uttasana, and here you have to stretch up your arms upwards and with your fingers pointed upwards and outwards, trying to keep your body straight or little bent backwards. And either you can do Tadasana or Pranamasana. I am doing Pranamasana here, or you can put your hands down. Then it will be also called mountain pose or Tadasana. Okay. From here, we will be going to other 7 more asanas. Then you lie down and try to bend your body behind. This is called Halasana or the Halasana. Okay. Then this one is Sarvangasana. You are standing on your upper part of your body, your head and your shoulders, and trying to keep your body as straight as possible. This is called Naukasana or boat pose. Okay. Here you are maintaining a sort of V shape. Here you are maintaining a sort of V shape. Okay. This is called Naukasana. Then you can turn around and come to a pose which is also called Superman pose. You must have seen Superman, and it's called Viparita Salavasana. And every time when you are maintaining the posture, here you are maintaining, okay, every time you are maintaining the posture, then you have to put your back straight enough and legs and your arms straighten up outwards. Okay. Next we will come to Dhanurasana, which is also called bow pose. Here your body will be bent like this, and you are holding your legs around the ankle with both arms. This is called Dhanurasana. Okay, Dhanurasana. Then okay, this is called Dhanurasana. Then after this we will come to another posture which is usually seen in most of the yoga pranayamas. Okay, this is called the lotus pose or Padmasana. Here you can maintain sitting with your arms stretched like this and the legs bent and keeping your back straight and nose pointing outwards, and you inhale and exhale forcibly, but as far as you can do, but slowly. Okay, this is Padmasana. And here you can stay even for some more time, and it can also be combined with some form of meditation also in this posture, this Padmasana. So this is the last but one posture. After this, the last pose will be called Savasana. Savasana is more or less, it is called the corpse pose or a dead man's posture. You are lying straight as if you are dead, but you will be breathing slowly, arms on both sides, legs a little bit apart, and a body straight, and your head also lying straight along with the body. This is called Savasana or the corpse pose. It is also called a dead man's pose. Here you can relax. Whatever exertions you have done earlier, you can relax in this pose and stay like this, breathing, long breathing, and by this time you will have all your nose removed from blockage. And after finishing this posture, you can do a little blowing of your nose on each side separately with some tissue, and you can clean your nose after this. Okay. Now, after this posture, I would like to advise you to drink hot water, like say a hot cup of tea, like that. Is usually 1 cup every waking hour starting from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is my recommendation. Laced with some ginger or maybe some turmeric powder or fresh turmeric. You grind it and you can use it. with a little honey sometimes, and the honey can not be given in those cases where you are a bit diabetic. So with this you will have a lot of relief from your sinus problems. Yes, last but not the least, sleep. Sleep is very important. You have to maintain minimum 8 hours of sleep a night. So you have to go to bed early and wake up early in the morning. And I would like to advise you to keep yourself warm and stay away from cold, especially in the winters. Sinus problems and also allergy problems are very much frequent, especially in most of my patients. So I would like to advise all my patients and all my people who are suffering from sinusitis, who are seeing this video, to kindly follow my steps, and they will help you quite a lot. And for me, my advice is that you please do all these things that you can do without taking any medication, without going for any surgery, especially for sinusitis. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you very much.